And welcome to another edition of Let's Play. I'm your host, Nick Legato, and this is a new series here. Um, this is actually a pretty interesting game. For those of you, we're going to be doing a Let's Play of arguably one of the older JRPGs that are out there. This is a Let's Play of a game called Shining in the Darkness. Shining in the Darkness came out in about 91. I think it came out initially for the Sega Master System, then the Genesis, it was able to play on the Genesis. It's actually designed around the world of Shining Force. It is the first Shining game. When I say Shining, I mean that Shining in the, Darkness is a prequel to Shining Force 1, and so on. And they went through this stage of game making. They made a game like Shining in the Darkness, which is not a tactical RPG, and then made, Shining Force 1, Shining Force 2, and then they made like Shining in the Holy Ark or something, and that was more like this. And anyway, so that's an idea of how they did things. And so this will be Shining in the Darkness, a turn-based JRPG, much like Dragon Quest or early Final Fantasy, except it's in a first-person view. And it's a labyrinth, so you have to kind of remember where to go. So let's get this show on the road. Now that we've made our character, we've named him Nick, because there is no cooler name. So it appears Mordred's son and the one of my finest knights. You bet your ass. So this will be a Let's Play of Shining in the Darkness. I'm your host, Nick Legato, and as you see, that is the title screen. Not much of a title screen, but they're trying to be clever. Make it more like a film. I don't know. So, and then I don't know how the balance is. I don't know if this is 100 years before Shining Force 1. I don't know the actual lore myself. So it is something to, if you are curious, look into. I'm sure there's people who have the actual lore for this game. Wouldn't surprise me anyway. So let's see. With your permission, my liege, of all of my knights, this lad is the youngest, but he is second only to his father when it comes to the sword. Does that mean I can kick your ass, Tristan? Is that what that means? And we receive 200 gold. So now that we've got 200 gold, there's only two places we can kind of go here. We can go to the castle, or we could go to the town. So, there's 3 places that we can technically go. So this game does not have a very expansive world, as a heads up for you. So let's go ahead and head into town here. Into town we go. And as we, look around here, there's the shrine, place where we can heal and save, alchemist for items, armor for, armor, the tavern for getting drunk and meeting other NPCs, weapons, store, and the exit and a tent that has no real use. That covers all that good stuff. And so with our 200 gold, there's not much we can really buy. And as you can see, there's no specials, nothing fancy for us to do. So let's go ahead and buy a piece of armor here. Let's go with a shield. And really all we can afford is the gauntlet. And armor, in this game, personally, armor comes first. Buy armor pieces. Armor pieces are gonna be what keep you alive. For the most part. So let's go ahead and leave. The reason why I'm big on the armor aspect is because, well, I'll tell you why a little bit as we traverse. But Nick, the hero character, which we call Nick, if we look at his stats here, it's pretty straightforward HP, but look at the attack on him. He's definitely a fighter. He hits hard. He's going to hit hard. He's going to do good sized damage whenever he hits. He's got decent amount of HP. As a warrior too, he can wear the heaviest armor, so that's something to keep in mind, and that little gauntlet will help in his personal defense. So now that we've done that, there's the alchemist. We'll use the rest of our money here to pick up some medicinal herbs, just herbs. Okay, and they recover about 28 HP or so, so we'll take a couple of those. Maybe 3, maybe 4. Yeah, get another there. Let's see. Yeah, that should be good. And then we're also going to want to pick up one other item. which we barely have enough money for, an angel feather. If you play Shining Force, you know angel feathers immediately remove you from battle and send you straight to a priest. In Shining in the Darkness, the angel feather actually removes you from the Labyrinth, which you don't know about yet. Well, you kind of do. You know that, well, I guess, no, maybe you don't know, but it'll remove you from the primary place that you don't want to be stuck in. And now we're inside the tavern. Her, that's a good one. Wait just a second. Hey, Nick, sorry to hear about your father. The princess should have been safe with your father protecting her. In fact, there's some who blame him for what's happened. Okay, well, so that's old Vic. He's obviously the tavern owner. If you hit the bell, a lady comes out for 10 gold per character. You can heal up full. There's obviously the stupid wife. I don't know why she would marry a grandpa, but whatever. And Lupo, Gat, Tack, Gorn, Di, Edward, and Diane, or Dion, what have you. So, god damn it, didn't mean to talk to you again. There we go. So you're the son of Mortrid the Brave. You're right. I am the son of Mortrid the Brave, and who are you? Lupo the Flea-Ridden? And Gat the Chuckle Butt? I don't know. He's looks like a hyena to me. That or one ugly ass dog. So let's see. Okay, so they didn't have much to tell us that's very useful, unfortunately. Alright, so anyway, they didn't tell us anything of the utmost importance. But at least we talked to them all. Alright, let's go ahead and blow this popsicle stand. We can't go yet, we can't go yet to the Labyrinth, as you see I tried. So let's head back to the good old-fashioned castle here. Yeah, we're heading back to that good old-fashioned castle. What the hell? Okay, so we must find the whereabouts of the princess. It said she was last seen in the vicinity of the Labyrinth. But we haven't a clue as to where she is in the Labyrinth or not. Maybe he knows. Greetings, King Drake. Who are you? Excuse my somewhat sudden appearance. My name is Dark Soul. Because I don't know how to spell soul. And yes, this is Dark Soul from Shining Force 1. Is it the actual Dark Soul from Shining Force 1? I'm not sure. I've heard mixed stories. I've read mixed concepts that he is like a relative of Dark Soul, or he is the original Dark Soul. I'm not sure. So apparently he has captured the princess, and unless we give him control of the kingdom, he's gonna kill her. Find the princess. We're depending on you. Okay. Alright, so now we are able to finally access the infamous labyrinth. So let's go ahead and do that now. Into the labyrinth we go. Now that there's only those 3 places, we don't have any reason to go back to town. And we enter the labyrinth by ourselves. Yeah, big scary thing. So this is the labyrinth, all first person. So if you are familiar with Might and Magic, it's the same first person perspective. However, battles are turn-based. And so, pretty much, you know how you fight the slimes in Dragon Quest, we fight the slimy oozes in Shining in the Darkness. And we are too weak to do much of anything. Literally, no joke. As you can see, this is the only monsters that appear usually at the front of the area here. So, yeah. Because of that, there's not much for us to really do. So, yeah, we want to get to a pretty high level before we go deeper. Because if we try to go and explore the labyrinth at the level that we're at, we're going to get killed. And as cool as that would be, as hilariously bad as that would be, I don't want to die this early. So, our goal is to get to about level 3. And then we can start exploring a little deeper. So, if you ever need to get out, there's obviously the exit if you don't have an angel feather. So that should be an example there. So We're really close to the entrance. We don't necessarily need the angel feather right now because we are not going to traverse too far from the exit. Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, let's go back. Brrr. Nice shooting, soldier. So anyway, let's keep doing that. And really, I'm not fighting very, very different enemies. But as you can see, you sit in here until you reach about level 3. And then you can traverse a little deeper. The slimy oozes are not usually a threat unless they get... And you'll never fight enemies in groups larger than 3. So you won't have to worry about that. You're not going to fight any enemies that would cause that kind of carnage at this stage of the game. So I you know, you're not going to get surrounded or anything, you know, terrible per se. So I wouldn't worry too much about that as we are victorious. Oh boy, let's see. Now, yeah, just still fighting slimy oozes. Lame. So I'm going to go ahead and level up to level 3, and then we'll see you guys when I'm done. Okay, so we left the dungeon. Just going to go ahead and use the inn, or the tavern. Let's go ahead and head back into the tavern here. So you can see as you get weaker, you know, it shows. And I got up to level 3, so we'll do some more traversing in a moment here. As we get some good old-fashioned sleep here. Ah, healing. It appears there are no morning drunks in this tavern. Alright, so now that we've done that, we don't really have enough gold, I don't think, to do anything. But let's go ahead and head to the shrine here. Since we've leveled up to 3, you know, may as well. Wise are they who da-da-da-da. With my services, you seem to be fine in both body and spirit. 31 more experience. Okay. So you can find out how close you are to the next level by talking to this guy. You can't look at your statistics and figure it out unless you have a, you know, unless you're cheating and using a chart. And I don't cheat most of the time. I actually am drawing a map out as I do this, but I've played this game so many times in the past, you kind of learn where everything is. So it's usually not a big deal. Hey, new enemy, pitworms. They're a little weaker than our ooze brethren. They give more gold, though, I believe. I believe they give 3 gold? Or was it 2 gold? Instead of 1. They still give 1 experience point, so you don't get crap for really killing them. Yeah, 3 gold. So you get 2 extra gold for that battle. And there's our stats now that we're at level 3. So if you're following along statistically, this is a good idea of where we're at. I guess we can traverse deeper now that we're level 3. We'll go get 1 chest for the time being. Let's do that actually. Let's go straight. Let's go down here and around, and we run into a battle here with some slimy ooze. So guys, make sure that if you are using this as some kind of guide, for whatever reason, I don't know, but if you are using this as a guide, remember to try to make a map. I actually make a map as I move through here. You notice when I make turns, I'm writing something down. Left turn, right turn, left turn, right turn. Because it tells me where I'm going. And if there's a chest or some kind of landmark, I make a note of it at the next turn. And I don't make like a grid map or a graph paper map. I don't do anything like that. But I do have a pretty good idea of where I'm going. At least more so than other people. As we now have to fight more ooze. See that puddle there in the middle of the water area? That there should tell us it's a landmark. Okay, and I'm going to mark it on my map while I'm fighting this battle. As I can see, this is a pretty long hallway. So it's not a very difficult game if you're willing to write out your own maps. If you're not, then I'm sure you can find maps online, you cheating bastards. Real men use map! Make their own maps. Oh my god, come on. The one thing that's a little annoying, though, is that you eventually get stronger than the enemies you're fighting. And yeah, they'll run away. At a certain level, they'll run away. But not until that part of the game, you're constantly having to fight these guys. And it's a little infuriating when you're trying to actually get somewhere. Right now, I don't mind because I want the experience points. When you're actually trying to get somewhere, it becomes problematic. Here's a cave slug. A little bit better defense than the ooze, or not defense, but they have higher HP, I think, but you still get the same amount for fighting ooze, so not insanely impressive. When I traverse around to new places, I'm going to show the battles. When I have done that, and we are going to old places, you know, when we go to places we've already been, when I have to traverse through places we've already been through, and you know how I got there, because you've been following along, I'm not going to show that. I'm just going to end up in the next part of the dungeon where we left off or something, because you sometimes have to leave the dungeon for various reasons, and whatever those reasons are, you know, you just kind of deal with it. But for the most part, there will be reasons for certain reasons for us to escape. Here's a new enemy here, the Manip. They actually can hit a little. They actually hit a little harder, but because we have that gauntlet and we're level 3, they're not too threatening. They do have more HP though, as you can see. We couldn't kill them in one turn. Well, we couldn't kill that one in one turn. And we killed the other one in one hit, I think, but yeah. And technically, because they only do one hit, I guess I should have gone after the slime first, since I would have gotten a guaranteed kill, but it's too late to worry about it now. Let's go ahead and finish off that slime. Time to die. Oh, nice. We got a critical. I hope I get a critical. And we are victorious. We get 5 experience. So as you can see, the further we go in, the more dangerous some of the monsters get. This is actually a really good spot to do some leveling. You'll fight a bunch of level 1s, and you'll fight some new enemies. You will fight the Dark Ooze, which you'll get to see me fight later, because they're very common as we traverse deeper into the what am I doing? Oh yeah, as we traverse deeper into the temple here, or the labyrinth. And as you can see, this is another landmark area. As you can see, there's torches, so you might want to, you know, maybe write it down a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and level up for a while. Obviously, probably try to get to level 7 or 8. Yeah, I know that's a lot of leveling, but the game also assumes that you get lost. If you've never played this game before, you would be lost and have no idea where you're going unless you're making a map, number 1. And number 2, you would have no concept of direction if you're not following along. So it's very easy for a level 1 player, first time player, to get lost. So I'm going to go ahead and level, and we'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so we've made it to about level 7, and I'm out of, I think, healing items. So, and I got a rare drop, which is a wisdom seed. They're completely useless, in my opinion, unless you have never played before, and they kind of have a use, but you won't use them very often. Let's use the Angel Feather. Let's get out of here. We've made some good dough, made some good money. So let's go ahead and do some upgrades here after we rest, because that resting, as you can see, takes priority. Healing and defense usually take priority. Oh, shut up, old Vic. So he tells us some friends were looking for us. I don't want to know who. Tastes like healing. Yes, I did sleep well, jackhole. Alright, let's head over here to the armorer, our good old armory. We should have enough money to buy some decent upgrades. We don't have a helmet, and we don't really have a good piece of armor, I don't think. So let's go ahead and look at that right now. Well, hold on. Let's see what has he got. We've got 800 gold, so we're pretty well loaded here. Let's buy the fur robe. Well, no, we have a fur robe actually. What do I want to buy? This always becomes tough. Let's get a helmet because we don't have one. We'll take the leather helm. It's in our price range really. So we're good there. Oh man, it's raining hard outside. That's hilarious. So we got a helmet here. These are some special items, but we're not going to worry about these yet. The main gouge and the Madu. So let's ignore that. Alright, let's see. It's a straw robe. Yeah, the fur robe is probably what we want. We have the money for it, so let's go ahead and pick that bad boy up. Nope. That should be everything. Okay. And sometimes when you leave, they actually will give you a deal, but we're not in the right part of the game in order to really put on, better stuff. So let's put on our new armor here. We got the bronze knife, yay. The wooden robe, we'll upgrade that definitely to the fur robe. And we got the gauntlet, let's put on the leather helm. And there it is. We've pretty much strengthened ourselves pretty well. That's a good level up factor there for our defense. Let's go ahead and head over to the weapons store. We should have enough for a new weapon after we sell stuff. But let's see what they got. Let's go with the bronze saber is probably the best bet. It's 300 gold. We don't have 300 gold, do we? So let's go ahead and just... we don't want that. Yes, let's go ahead and sell the old piece of armor we had. The woven, what is it? The woven robe. Let's go ahead and sell that. And we'll probably have to sell our bronze knife too. And that should give us enough money that we need to do what we want to do. So there's half of it right there. So we're like 6 gold short or something. But we also need money for herbs and things like that. Yeah, I knew it. We were 6 gold short. So let's go ahead and go back. No, yeah, let's go back. Let's sell that wisdom seed. Well, I forget what they do. I don't think they upgrade a stat or anything. See, this is bad. I don't remember what they do. Well, I'll just sell the bronze knife because that's 75 gold right there. So that's enough gold for us to buy the saber. I need more fighting power. So we'll sell that. And yeah, we'll sell that too. Screw it. No. Because I don't remember what it does. I'll walk outside the building. If it doesn't give me a stat boost, then I know exactly what it does. I think it's an item that shows kind of the map to you. But I'm not going to comment on that. Alright, so we bought our bronze saber. We'll have to equip it before we get too far. Equip. The fur... Oops, damn it. Go back. There we go. Nice. And that's all said and done. Yeah, wisdom seeds, if you haven't played the game before, I think they're a mapping item. That it doesn't let you see the map. It lets you see like a pretty rounded area so you can make a map if need be. Or in case you get lost, you might recognize a certain corridor, but yeah, there's no descriptions on these things. So let's pick up what am I doing? No, I don't want to sell anything. Yeah, no. So let's see. Let's buy some herbs. Yeah, there's no description of what the wisdom seeds. There's no description of what any of these damn things do, which is unfortunate because I would like to know before, before spending money. So let's go check it out first before. Like I said, if it doesn't do anything, then it is what I think it is because I forget which game, and I'm not using a guide, so I'm just kind of okay. It's the item that shows parts of the Labyrinth map to you, but only within the vicinity that you're standing in. So, is it useful? If yes, if you've never played the game and you are trying to map it out perfectly for a guide, or you're just mapping it out so you can say you've explored it all, those wisdom seeds are useful. But for standard adventuring, and if you have a good idea of where you're going, like I do, so I don't have to wander aimlessly through the labyrinth, to find out where I'm going. Because that's not important to me. Yeah, because that's not important to me. Wandering around the labyrinth is not important. I'm assuming if you are playing or have played this game before, you've done a lot of wandering around the labyrinth, and there's one of those special deals that we can't afford. Alright, so we're all prepped and ready to go. Let's go ahead and blow this popsicle stand. But first things first, let's go ahead and save, because we haven't done that in a while. That, and you should always save before you go back. Oh, nice. 5 more experience points, huh? Alright, well, we're saving. And saving is good. Yep. Let's go ahead and head through here. And we're pretty much going to get back to the hallway with the torches, because that's literally where we left off. And yeah, I always quick save whenever I save, because it takes forever to load. You know, I'd rather just hit the quick save and go. Alright, so let's head back to where we need to go here. So we'll head straight. We want to make a left, a following left. We're going to make, obviously, a zigzag here to that way, to the left. Follow this hallway of torches, another left, and a battle against some of the local yokels, though we are strong enough that some enemies will run away, as you can see. Not all of them, though. So let's go ahead and beat the crap out of him. And we are victorious. Let's keep moving. Running, turn right through the puddle. Obviously keep following the path. I think it's a left, yeah. And a right. And here's the long hallway. We were caught by surprise by the man-ape, who now with our upgraded gear only does 1 damage, so take that, man-ape. Think you can hit me? Remember, we're in here all by ourselves, so this can be intimidating for a lot of young and new RPGers. So, just a heads up. Let me try and get through these battles here, just so I can keep moving down this damn hallway. Okay, killed the battle. Oh, there's a dark jelly, so we'll stay. Dark jellies are upgraded versions of regular jellies. If you're wearing low-grade armor, they'll do 2 damage to you rather than 1. But because we wear pretty good gear, they're not much of a threat, so I wouldn't worry about them. They give a lot of experience, though. They give like 3 experience points. So it's actually not too bad. Let's go and keep heading deeper here. As we find a treasure chest, which I think we don't have. Okay, 50 gold. We have no inventory space, so keep that in mind. No inventory space. So let's go ahead and I'll just kill these guys, since you've seen me fight this type of enemy type before. Now it's almost over. I'll leave out some of the random battles of enemies you have seen me fight, but we will start running into new ones momentarily, so just something to keep in mind, you know. Let's keep moving. Okay, another battle. Okay, let's keep moving. So we'll head that way. We're going to go all the way to the end of the hallway. Okay, and let's see here. Oops. Well, there's our stats, not that we care. I think this actually has a... Yeah, okay, so this has a bronze knife in it, but we have no carrying room. We don't want to discard anything, but we'll come back and get this later. For sure. Promise. Let's go ahead and head deeper here. So keep in mind that's where that item is. Heads up. Big heads up. Alright, won that battle. Let's keep going. And what do we got here? Probably an herb. Another thing we can't carry, so we'll be coming back for that as well, because it's a free herb. Why not? Alright, as we delve deeper and deeper, we'll do a little squiggly move around here. And we have another battle. It's good at 7 experience for that fight. Let's keep going deeper. Another random battle. Alright, let's keep... Alright, let's keep moving. We'll head left, down this hallway here. And, I think it's this way. Yeah, okay, the double wide hallway. We run into a new enemy here. The dark bats. They're not very threatening right now, because we are pretty strong from the encounters we have fought before and whatnot. So we'll just mow these guys down in the usual means of slash, die. Kill. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Death to you. Ow, your 1 point of damage hurt me. Bye-bye, Dark Bat. Easy win. Alright, let's keep moving here. I'm gonna head down this... well, wait a minute. Am I going the right... I think I'm going the right way, so let's keep going. There are some chests around here, but because I have no inventory space right now, I'm not going to even bother picking those things up. Because I'm pretty sure that one of them's gold and the other one is items, and right now there's just no inventory space. So let's just go down here to do what we need to do first, because there is something coming up that we just need to do. Nice, got me a critical. As we dodge the second man-ape. Let's kill him off. We are victorious! We get some good experience for and gold for that. Let's keep moving. Oh, come on. Yeah, you want to be careful of those killer bees, too, because they can actually poison you. And we have no antidotes. No antidots. So we'll want to be careful. Let's go ahead and head down this hallway here. So yeah, be careful with these killer bees because you don't want to get poisoned. As you can see, though, they're not much of a threat physical damage-wise because we can hit them with ease. So that's not, you know, something we have to worry too much about as we mow them down. Let's kill you off. Yeah, I showed another killer bee battle, but at least you got to see one kind of attack. So I don't think you got to see it last time. Let's go ahead and head to the end of the hall. And which way do we go? I think it's to the right. Or is it the left? Let's go right. Left, boy, I think it's right. Okay, well, there's a battle. Ah, another battle. Forgot to turn the recorder on. I'm still going down the same hallway, mind you. Okay, maybe this is the right way. But let's go ahead and heal up since we've taken some beatings. Alright, all healed up. Let's go. What the hell? It's a statue dude. Whatever that means. And we can't search it. Nothing happens for searching it. So let's keep moving. And another battle. Let's keep moving. Let's see. That door's locked, so we can't go through there. So we gotta go back the way we came. So I guess we just gotta go this way. Yeah, there's a statue. No, let's just go this way. Ah, here we are. Yeah, I was actually looking for this. This is our first technically a boss fight. Though they become regular enemies later. They hit hard. At least the hardest we've ever been hit. So let's deal with this guy. Ow, 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 ow. If he gets a critical, that's when we're in real trouble. So let's go ahead and heal ourselves. We've taken a pretty good beating. We deserve a little bit of love. Let's knock him down. So, alright, we've killed him, got us a good amount of gold too. So, let's go ahead and fight a little bit. Now, well, you know what? I've used those herbs, so let's go ahead and pick up some of the items that we know are deeper here in the dungeon. So now, after knowing that, I had to shut my window while the thing was recording. So, experience was going. So, I wanted to... It's raining into the room. More battles, we'll skip those. Search there. We get 100 gold for our trouble. Alright, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. We'll grab those 2 chests. We know what's in the other 2 chests, so assume that I'm going to go back and get those. Because they are herbs, not that I really care that much. So yeah. Oh, damn it, I did it again. I keep hitting that bottom item for some reason. Alright, so we got an herb. Alright, so here's the deal, guys. I'm going to go ahead and walk back through the dungeon because I'll eventually have to... let me skip this here. Well, you never mind. I'm not going to skip it. Because what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go back and get the treasure chests. Those are the 2 that you haven't noticed me find yet. You know where the other 2 are, so I'm going to go grab those chests. And I'll see you guys when we're back. Okay, so we are finally out of the dungeon. We picked up the bronze knife and the other extra herb, though it took me an herb to get there. So it worked out in the long run. So let's talk to the king. Whatever you do, do not talk to Tristan, the guy in the gold armor. Do not talk to him. He will take away the tiara that the crab dropped. And the tiara is actually a good piece of armor. And you know me, I'm stingy as hell. It belongs to me. So, alright, let's talk to them. So he's telling us we gotta form a party in order to head deeper into the dungeon. Which makes sense. So let's go ahead and head to the tavern here. Do 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 do. Okay, tell me, where is he? You got your nerve showing your face around here. What the hell? She is apparently very much full of rage. So it looks like Pyra the elf mage joins us. The elven mage joins us. Okay, so it looks like, uh-oh, what is this? What do you think you were shoving around? Speak to your elders. You're the one who bumped into me. You watch it now. Oh, God. So as you can see, Pyra is your typical anime girl, obviously throwing down with the Gila here over. Oh, that's cruel. It looks like he won't be running away from monsters very soon, so that's kind of funny how that worked out. So we've got one party member. Let's go find another here. Let's head into the shrine. And for some reason, there's some quasi-bald guy standing there who looks like he's twitching from doing some of the crack cocaine. My name's Milo. If you've got crack cocaine, I've got a war to fight. Oh my God, he kind of looks like Mo from the Three Stooges with a priest hat on. I've been all over, looking all over for you, Pirate, and I have been worried sick. Are you planning to go into the labyrinth? Yeah, well, I had that in mind. So it looks like Milo has joined us. So let's take a look here, I guess. Well, we've done all that. Before we go too far, let's look at who our characters here. So obviously they start out as level 1, but Milo is actually the unsung hero of this game. He's actually the most well-rounded character. He doesn't hit as hard as Pyra does, but he's actually pretty strong. So let's go ahead and actually move the tiara to Pyra. And we'll equip it now. I'll talk about the characters in a second here. I'd rather just get them all geared up and talk about them in passing. Let's go ahead and put that on there. There we go. All powered up. Let's go ahead and head into the weapon area, weapon store. Let's go ahead and buy. Or sell, really. We'll sell that. Let's see. What else are we to sell? No. Armor usually comes first, and I'm now just remembering that. So let's go ahead and buy armor. Let's see. For Milo, let's get... I'm thinking a shield. Yeah, let's get... No. Yes, I want a wooden shield. And we'll put that on Milo for now. So we can't afford the bronze shield, so forget that. So let's buy the leather shield. And we'll put that on Milo. And last but not least, I'm not sure money-wise. Well, let's see. Or weapon-wise, rather. Yeah, we gotta upgrade Milo's weapon, too. So at least he's a little bit more useful. But let's go ahead and equip that leather shield, which jumps his... there we go. Which jumps his armor up pretty well. Which is nice. Let's go ahead and move over back to the weapon store, and with our last 300 gold, we're going to pick up another set of goodies here. Let's go ahead and buy, and let's buy the no, not the short sword. We'll buy the axe. So because we don't have enough to the short axe, we don't have enough to buy another saber. Well, we could buy another saber, but I'd rather not. Our Nick, or the hero, he clobbers things with the bronze knife pretty well, so. Alright. So we really just invested into Milo for the time being. Let's go ahead and finish investing into him by upgrading that short axe there. There we go. That upgrades that. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. He's still bald as hell. Let's see, and let's go into our inventory. We're gonna give the saber. Yeah, let's give our saber up to Pyra, because I don't think, even if I sell gear, I don't think I have enough to buy another saber. Yeah, I can sell those. 275 gold would be a 150. 150 plus like the 50 gold I have. I doubt I have enough for a second saber, so without going completely bankrupt. And it's not that we really need to worry about it so much. Let's go ahead and remove the bronze knife from Pyra here. Or remove something. Yeah, there we go. Remove the bronze. Come on, there we go. Remove the bronze saber. Yeah. And then we'll give that to Pyra, because she needs all the help and attack she can get. Because Nick, even with the bronze knife, will be able to kill things. It's a given. You know, so it's not something we have to constantly monitor. You know, so there we go. And we'll finish out her. Let's go ahead and go into the items. Let's go ahead and give that bronze knife to Nick. And we'll go ahead and equip said knife. Okay, we're all good there. Alright, and then we're pretty much set. Let's go ahead and buy, I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 herbs for each character, plus an angel wing, which is all we should need item-wise. And that'll stay consistent for a while. 2 main emergency healing items per character, and an angel wing. A single angel wing should be more than sufficient for us to do what we need to do. And as we get stronger, obviously we've got to upgrade our healing apparatus. And I may even take another poison with me, depending on how much gold I have left. Yeah, let's give that to Milo. Let's get an angel feather while we still have some gold. Let's give that to Nick, since he's the strongest and he's the least likely to die. And we've got enough for 1 herb. Great. And Pyra comes with 1 herb, so there's 2 herbs right there. So each character has 2 herbs, an angel wing, and 1 poison. So we should be good. Or 1 antidote. And then they come with 2 outside spells. View is pretty much the same ability as the Wisdom Seed, and Milo has level 1 healing. Pyra also has a level 1 fire spell, but obviously you can't use that out of battle. Let's go ahead and save. Figure out where they are, so that way when they try to level, we know where they are. So 10 more experience. Milo's 15. Pyra's 14. Okay, and so that's where we gotta go for leveling. With that said and done, I think we are ready to continue our adventure. Alright, so we're all saved. Let's go ahead and get out of here. We're going to go back to the dungeon. But for the most part, I mean, this is our initial setup. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's scram. Well, now that we've got our party, let's go back. Tell the minister. Yeah. We got to talk to, I think, a couple of these guys to make the story progress so we can actually go back to the labyrinth here. There we go. So, and we need to get something called the Dwarf's Key. Okay, yeah, well, we don't care about you, Melville. You have nothing good to tell me. Alright, so let's ignore that. Ignore. Let's move back to the minister. Oh, okay, there we go. Now that we know about the Dwarf's Key. So let's take the Dwarf's Key and head into the trials. Alright. Well, now I'm heading into town. Let's see. Let's move the Dwarf's Key off of our hero. Put it on Milo. He has more inventory space. Yeah, and I'll save again. Alright, I've saved. Now let's take a look at our characters really quick before we end this episode. Nick is our knight character. He has the highest attack physically. His defense will grow pretty high based on the armor that we equip him with. So we always need to make sure we spend the most money on armor for him to make him valuable. because he has the worst base defense. Base defense meaning without armor, he has the worst base defense. But Pyra cannot equip heavy armor, neither can Milo. Only Nick can, so it works itself out. Milo, and Nick's also the slowest character. He'll be our slowest character. Milo, for the most part, he's a cleric, like in D&D, for example. He can wear pretty decent armor, not the best armor. He can use pretty good weapons, and he hits pretty good too. He just doesn't hit as hard as our hero does, but he can heal. He's actually the unsung hero of the game. He's actually going to be probably the strongest character by endgame. Pyra is definitely our wizard type. Okay, so Pyra, as strong as you would think a wizard would be early on, she's kind of weak. Later in game, she becomes very strong, and she has the ability to do AoE damage. So that will be her biggest call. That'll be her biggest pull in per se. Her biggest draw. I'm sorry. And because she's very strong with her magic, that's a big thing up front to keep in mind. Her melee is going to eventually weaken. Right now, her and Milo should hit about the same, though she will constantly hit less and less and less as we fight stronger enemies. And so her melee will be less useful, but her MP will rocket up, so that way she can cast more spells. And level 1 spells are cheap, so as she grows in level, her MP gauge will grow as well. So anyway, here's our thing. Before we head to the Trial of Strength, the Cavern of Strength, to do the Trial of Strength, we obviously are not going with level 1 characters, because you know that Kaiser crab we fought? Yeah, we're going to see them in that cave. And I, want to live. I really, really, really want to live. So we're going to go ahead and level up Milo and Pyra to level 5. And so this will conclude the episode here. Almost. So let me go ahead and level them up. And because obviously we're not using any of their powers. They don't have very much MP anyway. So let's go ahead and level them up, and I'll see you when I'm done.